easy to look at a baby and think they are just a baby. They're not doing a whole lot, just growing a bit. This is so far from the truth. To think that in just a year, a child can defy all odds of carrying their large body on two tiny legs. Babies are doing so much more than just growing or just being babies and making everyone fall in love with them. There are 9 key things that a baby should do in their first year of life. At 8 weeks, a baby will smile for the first time. Before this, babies may grimace or contort their face into a smile shape. But at just 8 weeks old, a baby has already learned to distinguish between different emotional states. At this age, the baby is smiling because he is actually happy and wants to convey this. The next large milestone is rolling over, showing her incredible strength. A baby will pick her body up into a push-up position, wiggle around, and eventually roll over from her tummy to her back. She is able to do this after being in the world only 2 or 3 months. Just after being able to roll over, a baby will encounter the milestone of grabbing. He will grab hair, toys, pets, anything he can reach. What is going on here? The baby in these 3 or 4 months is beginning to understand space and his relationship to it. This milestone shows that the baby is able to act on his desire to have a particular item. Next is possibly the sweetest milestone. A baby at about 5 months old will be able to hug. This is a large motor skill, incorporating all of her arm rather than just grabbing with her hands. This is an emotional milestone, as the baby will hug those people whom she is most comfortable around.
Peekaboo! This game is often played by relatives who don't know what else to do with a baby. Well, if the baby is less than about 6 months old, this game will have little to no effect on him. Before this age, babies do not understand the concept of object permanence. That is to say that before about 6 months old, a baby will think that if he cannot see you, you must no longer be there. Terrifying! Once he understands object permanence, he gets a kick out of the surprise of seeing your face again. As soon as your hands cover your face, he will anxiously be waiting to see it again, rather than wondering where you went. At 8 months, a baby will be able to sit up by herself. This is a very amazing act when you take into account all of the core body strength needed to sit up without falling over. It takes a very careful balance of all parts of your bodies. Crawling. Some babies will never actually crawl, but most will crawl at the age of 10 months, although the age of crawling varies greatly on the child. This is a baby's first encounter with moving on their own. How exciting! Although we usually think of babies crawling on all fours, this milestone of crawling could also refer to an army crawl, scooting, or even rolling around. Pulling up. At 8 months, this is the next step before walking. A baby will want to pull up to support herself with her feet. She may use a low table, her crib, or your knees. Once the baby is up on his feet, he will be able to start walking. Walking requires strength, coordination, and balance. Your center of balance is much different when walking than when you crawl, like the baby is used to at this point. Someone once said, a baby will make love stronger, days shorter, nights longer, bank balance smaller, home happier, clothes dirty, the past forgotten, and the future worth living for. And through all of these milestones, through watching babies in the highs and lows, we must remember the joy that is a baby and the joy that a baby possesses.